I've been loading down GoldDigger the CAT with carbon C60 pretty much every day. She's been getting quite a bit. Now, she's probably getting more than anybody. But man, is she doing good. She's a rebel now. See that? Since 1861. Wow. And you know what? I want to tell you something else about this carbon C60. It's only when... It's like you can take a little bit and there's benefits. But it's only when you're taking a lot of it that it really works. For longevity, reverse aging, and all this garbage. I've only been taking it since, I looked it up. It says, okay, what is today? January 14th, I think. I've been taking it since about December 18th. I think I took about 650 milliliters, which is quite a bit, right? So say that's like 6.5 doses of it, 6.5 bottles of like normal stuff. I think it's like when you get about 25, 30 bottles of it, and then after a few months, you really can tell there's a big difference. It's difficult to say because I'm a little freaking skeptical still, but I'm gonna have to see some really big differences for me to believe it's magic. But I could tell that it worked on her. She had all this scabby stuff all around her fur. Half that fur was missing. There was all these dots over there. There were so many problems with this cat, man. This stuff works so damn good. It's amazing. That's what really convinced me to start upping the dosage. And I started looking up more stuff. And yeah, I got a bunch of these hats, man. I was like rebels. C.H. Cadell, man. $5 and something each. Oilskin. Since 1861. I'm neither a conservative or a liberal. I'm a rebel. Anyway, but I'm wearing that thing too, everywhere. But this girl, I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm totally flabbergasted what happened with Boots the cat. He's been getting, but I don't see him quite every day. I think he got about 10 doses of it. She's got more than 10 doses. I don't know how many doses she got, and I've been giving it to other guys. Like Rocky, he won't eat this stuff. What I do is I splash a little on his fur, and he licks it off. He runs away, but at least he's getting some, man. I don't know. He got a few doses. Everybody's got a few doses at least, so quite a bit heavy doses too. So, but she's got a shit. She's got a load of it, man. She got a load of it. I don't know how many doses she got. 15. Man, what a big difference in this cat. And they're not lightweight doses. I mean, for a cat to get like a teaspoon, I think that's like me drinking like, I don't know, a couple ounces of this stuff. So I don't know how many. She's got quite a bit. She got quite a bit. But her fur, man, this is all on the top of her neck, back side of her neck, under her chin. Half the fur was gone. She had little red spots on her in the back. Her tail, but her tail was, her tail joined the body. All the fur was gone. It's all freaking healed up, man. That pure white fur, man. And she's acting more lively too, man. She had no fur under her chin, man. This was all gone down there. I don't know if you can see it too good, but it was all gone. Boy, you sure feel good, don't you, huh? You're a nice cat, man. You're a nice cat when you feel good. It was all red back here and stuff, man. God, man, I don't know what's the matter with you. I don't get how this stuff is working. This thing, it's not just an antioxidant, man. There's something else going on with this junk, man. I don't know what. But I know the evil pharmaceutical companies are trying to develop and use C60 as a conduit for their freaking evil medicines. It's almost like anything that's developed right in the world that you can use it for good purposes. What does the military do? I almost compare the pharmaceutical industry to the military. They weaponize it. You know what I mean? They weaponize it, right? You sweetie girl. Oh. Yeah, she's a sweetie girl. You got a little black mark up here, man. What is this? You gotta get that spot off you. That was just a piece of dot or something. Nothing wrong with her. Her fur is like, God, it was messed up before. She looks like a little movie star now. Damn, you freaking sweetie pie, aren't you? You really... I wish she was like this disposition when I first brought her in. They'd be friends in here a lot faster. But, they started off on the wrong foot. Because she was just nasty with everybody except me, But now it's like her whole personality's changed, man. Because she doesn't feel shitty. She feels good. She feels good. She's got a nice positive outlook, man. Right? You're going to be like a 40, 50-year-old aged cat with me if we can keep this junk up, man. We're going to get some more of this stuff. Look at that tail, too. Oh, this isn't her tail. That's tape. There's her tail. This is where it was all messed up back here. You can see this is still like brown. She's a true calico. That's black. It's white. That's dark brown. But the fur was missing over here, between there and there. Right? You licking my hand? Huh? You licking my hand? Oh. She's my friend, man. She's like super attached to me, I can tell you that right now, man. Gives me motivation. I better be alive a long time because these cats would miss me so bad. It'd be unreal, man. I feel bad. Right? Yeah. Yeah, huh? Anyway. God, she was a mess when I got her, man. I mean, literally. She's a cute-looking cat, but she was a mess. She was messed up, man. No more. No more. God, your scraggly little girl came here. No more. Movie star. Get dirt on you, man. You gotta watch. Well, she's cleaning herself. She just gets dirt on herself once in a while. Get the little black cat. I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna wonder what's gonna happen with this cat eventually, man. It's like I keep giving her this shit, and these guys in here all this stuff, man. It gets me is that the people that are telling you about the C60, I think they're afraid to. I know there's BSers out there too, but I swear to God, if you're really loading down on this stuff, I think it's going to reverse age people. That's what I think. You're going to be a kitten again, right? Look at your little wet black nose, man. She's a... I'm almost afraid to say it because, if it gets out too much, they're going to freaking, I don't know. The only way you're going to be able to keep this crap, say for instance, Carbon C60 does reverse age people for real. I think it does because the high dosage stuff actually seems to do too many things beyond what an antioxidant would do. You know what they would do? They would restrict its sale. There's been stuff in the past, like I told you about the George Lakowski multi-wave oscillator. That was reverse aging people. That was back in the late 1930s. They killed that guy. I know, they said it was an accident, hit and run with a limousine. He went to the hospital and they killed him over there, and then they took the device out of the hospital, right? They even have what I told about before, the primeval code, primeval code, excuse me, where they were actually treating seeds and fish eggs with a special electrical current that was patented. They did a special method that was patented with electrical currents, fields of electrical currents, that were bringing out the strongest gene expression in the seeds and the fish eggs, and they were growing wheat plants that produced more wheat in a shorter period of time, fish eggs that produced a hardier type of trout or salmon or whatever that wasn't seen and that thought was extinct and all this kind of garbage. And they killed all those men. They hid all that stuff. That was actually found in the Swiss pharmaceutical lab. I put stuff out on the internet. I also think how you can do it in an alternative way. You can make that happen. But they don't. There's something going on where they don't want the whole human species to progress. I mean, that's why, you You can take the first world nations and stuff, where people are the smartest and most productive, and are inundating the first world nations with people that, you know, getting screwing the place up basically, and getting paid to screw it up by government, right? What's going on here? I swear to God, there's something, it's beyond communism, it's beyond socialism, it's beyond totalitarianism. There's something going on here. There's some force that is actually trying to hold back the human race. I don't know what the hell it is exactly, but and I can tell you, I think this carbon C60, this one in boots is what really convinced me it works. Not the testimonies I saw on the internet, but now I believe the testimonies I'm seeing on the internet, because this one is live proof. You know, I was doing everything I could to freaking trying to help her out, man. I was like, let's try this carbon C60. Bam! Miracle. It's like, look at this. Usually she doesn't even bother if I touch her foot. That's kind of weird. You know, cat usually if you touch her paw like this, they retract. Not her. It's weird. But it's a pretty calm cat, man, once you got the good stuff in her. Wish she had this good stuff in her when I first brought her inside, because she hasn't been outside now for a while. She's been inside for, I don't know, a couple weeks now probably. She hasn't even went outside once. She just likes being inside. But she still doesn't quite get along with the other cats in here 100%. But I think eventually she will. She would have, I think, if I brought her inside the way she is now, how calm she is, how she's feeling good, how she's actually looking good, everything on her fur is filled. In other words, a lot of why she was being nasty before is because she didn't feel good. There was stuff wrong with her. It seems like everything's, I mean, her, that she had fur missing underneath her chin over there before. It was like half missing. I can't believe this stuff, man. Anyway, she's a rebel too. I'm wearing this cap all over the place, man. Having fun. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a liberal. I'm a rebel since 1861. Like you, right? You are, right? You're like one of them little southern cats. Anyway, over and out.